Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Hey, team, Jimmy Klager here, the managing director here. And I'm proud to say I'm the area managing director now. I've got Grand Junction, Montrose, and Telluride. And today we're gonna talk to and interview two of our heroes down in Montrose, Valerie Meyers and Makura Hutton. And I will tell you that they are absolutely crushing it this year. And we're so excited to be able to interview them. We're gonna figure out, we're gonna see how they tick, what they're all about. And then we're going to go into a little bit of what they're doing and what some of the best practices that they are having to be successful in and call this changing market that we're in right now. So, ladies, welcome. Appreciate both of you coming on. And are you ready to go?
Ready.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good. Perfect. All right. So let's talk. Valerie Meyers, you started this team, brought Makura on, but tell me about your team. Tell me kind of some of those principles, kind of what you saw in Makura, bringing her on and go, you know what? I love real estate and wanted to build a team, and here I go. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your team here.
A little bit about myself. I've been at Coldwell Banker for almost 20 years. I think I'm in my 20th year. And I wanted to grow my business in the beginning, and I got an assistant first for 3.5 years. And then I decided I wanted some help with working with buyers. And so when Makura kind of came to me by accident, I really wasn't searching at that moment for a buyer's agent, and a mutual connection of ours connected us and said, you two should have coffee together. And when I met Makura for coffee for the very first time, I instantly knew, like, this girl is going to hit a home run. Yeah, it was instant. I just knew, like, I didn't interview her. I kind of threw all my interview questions that were in my head out the door, and we just had coffee and or chai tea or pumpkin latte. I don't know what we had.
whatever the season was at the time, right?
Yeah.
What was it, Makura?
It was chai.
Chai.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so Makura, tell us then a little bit about you. Tell us about what makes you tick, some of the things, and then what it means to be in real estate for you.
Well, so I have really deep roots in Montrose. I'm Hispanic, and so we have deep roots going all the way back to the beginning infrastructure in Montrose, which is really cool. I just turned 24. I got married in June to my best friend, so that was really awesome. Bought my first house this summer also. And yeah, I've been loving working with Val, and yeah, it's been great. So
fantastic. Beautiful. Val, okay, so you and I have a little bit of a connection. We've got a military connection here. So I want you to tell everybody about your military connection, a little bit more about your son. And then also I want you to speak on Homes for Our Troops, because you have been a huge supporter for an organization it's called Homes for Our Troops, and just what that's done down there in Montrose.
Okay. I've always loved our veterans and had a deep respect growing up in a military town. I had a lot of military people around me, but when my son told me that he wanted to join the Army, he was 13. And I was like, yeah, after you go to college, you can do whatever you want. I had a light bulb moment one day when he was filling out college applications, and he was going to college for me, I found out. And so I said, okay, I'm going to support you in your endeavor. And at this point, he's 18 years old and senior year of high school. And he decided ultimately to join the Army. And when that happened, and at the same time, I was at an event for Welcome Home Alliance for Veterans here in Montrose. And I was listening to this speaker who had this passion for veterans, and she had no connection, no military in her family. And at that time, my son had just graduated from basic training and was heading to Afghanistan. And he was 19 years old. I think he had been out of basic training for 2 months. And it really hit home to me. And so it became very personal. And when you are in real estate, you get bombarded with a lot of people who are always kind of asking you, can you contribute? Will you do this? And I just kind of honed in on what was important to me is to focus on one or two things that was meaningful. And it ended up being veterans because of my connection with my son. So then I got involved with Welcome Home Alliance for Veterans. And from there, I got involved. I was approached by Homes for Our Troops, which is a phenomenal organization. These veterans end up, not only do they get to choose the town, the lot that they want, the home, the floor plan that they want, but they really help these veterans restructure their lives. And the homes that they are awarded are because of their injuries. Post 9/11 veterans who have been severely disabled, either blind, have lost a limb, and they help them rebuild their lives. And it's pretty phenomenal. We've had 2 here in Montrose. We're working on the 3rd one right now that is being built. And it's just really neat to see them blossom in their new communities that they chose. And it's not like, here's a house somewhere. So,
right. That and there's also a component that Montrose is bringing them under their wing too. It's not just, hey, here's your house, go, good luck. No, the organization really brings them in and links up the community with them,
and follows their follows their, they make sure that everything is going okay and what support that they need. So Homes for Our Troops is very involved in their lives, like in the future.
Absolutely. So I just want to pause for a minute and tell the audience, let's just do a vignette. I think it's Stephen, right? Stephen's blind. Stephen came in. That was one of the first homes that were built in Montrose. This is a smart home too. And it was amazing because we were talking to folks. Stephen can be out in his yard, talk to his home, and his home will help him locate where the doors are. And it'll help him locate, localize within the house. So much so that Stephen got his house, and then I think it was that summer, he went and kayaked. I mean, one of the reasons he chose Montrose was because of the water park there. But then he went down and kayaked the Grand Canyon. Blind, is solo in his own kayak. So that's the opportunities that Homes for Our Troops is providing for a wounded warrior. So awesome. Okay, Makura, you're a big hunter.
I am. Yep.
Yeah. and so if you look at Makura's Facebook page, you watch her on social media, there's lots of hunting pictures out there. Tell us how you got into hunting, what it means to you, and just your passion. And then really what I'm kind of curious on is do you have a next big hunting adventure that's out there?
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't grow up hunting, so it's kind of new to me, but when I met Riley, he's a big hunter and he kind of got me into it. So the first thing that we hunted together was a turkey. And I was like, okay, you want to go and turkey hunt? And he was like, it's completely different than what you eat at your normal, like, Thanksgiving dinner, totally wild game, like, let's go. And it was completely thrilling. We had to like run across like a big field, go down a hill, crouch behind a bush. And like, I shot that turkey first time ever, first time shooting a shotgun, like got it done. And it was just like thrill 100% since then. And that was, I think, 7 years ago.
Right.
So yeah, we hunt elk, deer, turkeys, you name it. And I guess it means a lot to me because I can fill my own freezer. I have meat to cook for dinners and I know where it came from. It's not, processed or anything like that. And I guess, it looks really cute having my mounts on the wall and being proud of that. Like, oh, well, that was my deer still in velvet, things like that. But yeah, I love it. So,
okay. So that's something you don't necessarily hear. Hunter and a cute mount. Right.
It looks cute in my new house.
I'm not arguing. It's just something that for all the hunters that are out there, I don't think, I would ever say, I look at that trophy and go, boy, that's a really handsome mount. I don't know necessarily that I would call it a cute mount, but that's awesome. I love it. I love it.
Me, so.
Yeah. Hey, any big hunting adventures coming up?
I do have an elk tag in November, so hopefully we'll have some luck. I don't know. Last year was brutal. The year before that too, because of the snowfall. So hoping for more snow, not in town, but up in the mountains so we can hunt and kill it. So
yeah. So why that's important is the high snow pushes the elk down into the areas that you guys are hunting. Okay. So awesome. All right. Thank you for sharing, giving us a little bit of insight on what you guys what makes you guys tick. Let's get into the market right now. We are in a changing market. We're in a market that has changed. All right. So my question to you ladies is, what are you guys doing right now? Maybe different from 6 months or a year ago that's helping you guys to grow your business, to boost your business, to be successful as you go forward here in the next probably 6 months.
Makura, share what you've been doing.
Well, open houses are back, baby. So we got to hit them hard. We got to get those people in. They got to see the house. You got to meet those new leads. So that's what I've been focusing on. And yeah, just educating buyers like, hey, listen, last year you were competing against 10, 15, 20 other buyers. Now's your time to buy. The rate is higher, but you got to lock in your rate and you can refinance when it goes back down. And just educating sellers, you got to stay ahead of the market. Things are shifting, as we know. So you got to price it appropriately and don't come on too high or else it's just going to kill you.
Right. Right. So.
What I've seen of Makura, she's always been really good with keeping in touch with her customers. And we've sent birthday cards to all of our customers every year. Makura's excellent with just kind of keeping in their face still, softly, but Makura's like stepped up it even more so. She has done this in the past, but I've just seen her really invested in making sure that she is staying in contact. She is consistently having lunch or dinner with her clients, like her past clients. And I really admire that because sometimes, it's like socially, you like your clients, like when you're doing a transaction, but socially it's very different to want to enjoy having a meal or having a cup of coffee. So I think that she's a very good example of just making it more personal, because those are your best customers, are your past customers, and they are your best voice of recommending you to other people. So she does that. She always has done it really well, but she's definitely stepping up a notch with that.
Stepped up her game. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I actually had a situation recently. So a past client of mine, they bought a house for me. I think it was early 2021. And turns out they bought land with a different agent. And they had a horrible experience. And they came back to me and they were like, we want to use you because you're genuine. You keep in touch with us. You know what's going on in our lives. You know about Anna and Jackie and like all of these people and their family. And so they came back to me and purchased another home. So I guess that kind of like motivated me, like, okay, you really have to stay on top of it. You have to, connect with your past clients and make time for them because it's important to them.
Beautiful. So. Okay. Val, any tip? We've been talking about Makura. Anything that you're doing different going into the changing market here?
It's new for us. So the changing market is really only in the last couple of months what we've been seeing. Yeah. If I have the opportunity to talk to a buyer, because Makura works with the majority of our buyers on the team, our more affluent buyers, I'm telling them buy real estate, get their money out of stocks and put it in something tangible.
Right.
That they can hold on to. And the sellers who need to sell, I've never been a high pressure, you've got to, you really need to do this because of this. It's like all about my customers, like what's good for them. Do you really want to move because this road is super busy and, the neighborhood's changed and you hate it here now? Then if it's important to them and if there's a need and a desire for them to want to sell, then there's never a bad time. There's never a bad time to put it on the market. It is what it is. And having your sense of happiness of where you want to be. And if you're unhappy in your house or you're unhappy in the neighborhood, then make a move.
Wonderful. Yeah, I'm captured. So as I sit here and I listen to both of you talk, what I'm kind of capturing right now is call it the old is new again. And the fact that staying in contact with your past clients, with your, I'm going to call them your friends at this point, because it sounds like you guys are really developing a relationship with those folks. And by staying in touch with those folks, your business is continuing to grow because of the referrals that are coming in.
Yeah, this is our motto in the office. I don't know if you can see it. And I don't know, is this writing up on the wall above that window? Is that writing reversed?
Nope, we can see it. It says be authentic, be
Mm-hmm.
happy, and be disciplined.
That's the bottom line. That is the core of our team, is like, we need to be authentic in everything that we do, and enjoy our work, and absolutely discipline. Like,
Love it.
discipline is crucial.
Love
Like,
it.
yeah, whatever you're doing, whatever you feel is important in your business, just keep to it, stick to it, keep doing what you know works.
Right. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Makura, you kind of alluded to it a little bit. Are you having any different conversations with buyers and sellers? You talked a little bit about, hey, pricing your home right so it'll sell. You talked a little bit about, hey, the market, interest rates are still going up, but you can always refinance in the future. Are you having any other conversations with your buyers and sellers that are helping them go, okay, yeah, I understand the market. I'm not going to say, it's just giving them the confidence that real estate is a good investment going forward here.
Yeah, well, for buyers, I mean, comparing what they're paying for rent versus purchasing a home, I mean, you're throwing all of that money away. You're possibly moving out, I don't know, maybe like $40,000, $50,000 a year. And when you can be building the equity, especially if you bought a home like a year or two ago, look at how much the equity has risen.
Right.
So, and for sellers, I mean, we can look, within the median price and see how many homes are on the market. How does your home compare to that? So I think it's important to kind of allude to how the inventory is looking now. I mean, we still don't have enough inventory, so it's still kind of tough for buyers, but we're still in a seller's market. But it's a little bit easier for buyers to get their foot in the door, which is good.
Right. So there in Montrose, you guys are at 2.5 months worth of inventory. And so,
Right.
But we still need to get another 1.5 months worth of inventory just to get to a low normal market. So
Right.
yeah, it's still definitely, there's still a buyer demand, and it's still kind of a seller's market that's out there. So good. Val, any insights there? Any insights on conversations you're having?
Oh, no, I thought I already shared that a little bit. Maybe I'll think of something.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So, here's my question for you, both of you, is a hack, right? So a hack that you have either in your life, something that you do, maybe it's a morning routine, something you do to once you get up in the morning before you go to bed at night, a hack that you're using to, how you engage in your clients, just anything that say, you know what, this one thing that I do every single day is helping me be successful in my business.
Well, I feel like there's really no hack to this business. It's just kind of, being disciplined, being consistent, kind of sticking to, your routine and being strict with that. And I guess for me, it's like learning about like perseverance. You can fail 19 times, succeed the 20th, and you just have to keep going.
Right. Okay. Val?
Yeah, gosh, Makura, that's exactly what I would like answer is like, there are no hacks. You just have to work hard, be dedicated, do the right thing. Always, be in integrity in everything. My hack for like my life hack is my Bible, like reading my Bible and having a relationship with God. That is everything to me in my happiness. Like I'm like truly like a happy person. And before I had that with God, I had a great business, running a good business, making lots of money, but I was very unhappy.
Yeah.
And that's my daily thing. It's like before I do anything in the morning, it's just like I just read my Bible and with understanding. And it's just, oh my gosh, it makes my whole day. Like it just sets the tone for my whole day. That's my discipline.
Love it. Love it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. That's awesome. So, okay. As I listen to you, I kind of try to put you on the spot with give me a hack. And both of you said, hey, just be disciplined. I mean, there is no hack. So I'm going to come back to the audience and go, there's no one magic pill. There's no one magic thing that you can do. It's just about being disciplined. It's about getting out there, grinding, doing the work every day, making your connections, making your calls, staying in contact with your past clients, with your sphere, with your friends, right? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. If you're going to be, you guys have heard me say this, real estate is a contact sport. And the more contact you make, the better you're going to do. And that's what you guys are doing.
And why not have contact with the people who already trust you, that you had business with, keeping in contact with them? They may not be buying for another 5 years, but their friends are.
That's
right.
Awesome.
So if you're in their face and they know, and it's like, oh, you're selling your house. Do you have a realtor? Like, we have a great one if you don't. I mean, if they love you, they're going to promote you.
Yeah. It's a matter of staying top of mind with these folks.
Top of mind.
Top of mind. Top of mind that when somebody goes, hey, I need a real estate agent. It's, hey, I've got to call Val. Hey, call Makura. Here's their phone number. Here, let me text it to you. Boom, bam. And it hits you. So good. All right. As we wrap up here, real quick, book or podcast that you guys are currently listening to or reading other than the Bible, Val?
That's it. That's what I'm doing.
That's it.
Right now.
That's yours. Okay.
That's fine.
Makura, are you anything that you're reading out there?
Well, I've read a ton of books this year. The current one I'm reading is Power Questions, and it's about, asking the right questions to get to a solution and be like that problem solver for your client. So
beautiful.
Enjoying it. So
beautiful. So that's great. I'm a big question person. It's all how you ask the question, right? If you ask the correct question the right way, it's amazing what people, how you can draw things out of people. So good. Hey, question. Okay. So we've got a couple here. Brandon says, dynamic duo. You both are awesome. Sarah Hudikoff from Vail says, hey, thanks for sharing. Jen in Vail says, will you guys be at Gen Blue?
I'm not going to be at Gen Blue this
year. Not going to be
at
Gen Blue this year. Makura.
I am not. Nope.
Okay. All right.
It's a great thing to do. Like, it's a fantastic. I think I went to the very first Gen Blue that they ever had. And consistently I've been, and you'll get a lot out of it if you're going, and if you're not going, you should.
Awesome. Okay. So Teresa says, thank you both. I'm going to tell you from the bottom of my heart, thank you very, very much, both of you. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for opening up and giving us a little glimpse of how each of you, what you guys each value. You guys are an amazing team. Let me just run some stats here for everybody. Val, you're number 14 in the market right now. You've done a little over 14 million since the beginning of the year. So well done. And Makura, you're number 17 in the market right now down in Montrose, and you are just shy of 13.5 million. So, and I know you guys are almost like neck and neck there, back and forth. And I know when we were talking on Wednesday, Makura, you made the comments like, oh, Val, you passed me.
Yeah, I've been number one. Like, I always joke with Val. I'm like, oh gosh, like I'm beating you. I've been number one, but she just passed me.
Yeah.
So.
the old sage pulled ahead there. So that's awesome.
I'm learning from the best though. I'll take it.
Oh, I know you are. So, all right. Hey, ladies, thank you very much. I appreciate both of you for coming on. Thanks for sharing with the team. And guess what? I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Other than that, team Coldwell Banker Distinctive Properties. Have a great weekend. Have a great next week, and go be rock stars. Talk to you soon.